You know, I find it very interesting to do this. I can hear music. I can block everything out around me. I can hear Eve telling me what she would like. She likes it when I sing to her. It actually calms her down. Could you imagine? Now, I'm having a conversation with you guys right here. I just want you to know. And I've got Madonna here singing in my ear. And here, you know, I've got Ellie's son, a woman that I tipped, and she was on roller skates. I almost knocked her off her feet one day in her room, and, you know, it was funny. She even gave me this little look, and it was really funny. Anyway, I have an effect on people. And you know what? Eve would like me to make nice with women, you know, and even sing for women or to women. And apparently, Eve likes Madonna. We need a holiday. We took a holiday. Take a time to celebrate. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Day at a time. One day at a time. It would be so nice. So anyway, you know, Eve wants, you know, breaking up is hard to do. You know, I might have to start singing the breakup song and stuff like this, you know, little love songs and stuff. Oh, and she'd like me to see Love Story because of this romantic pact between possibly her and Satan. You know, I just have to say, as I can imagine what now happened in the Garden of Eden. Eve, she wandered off in the middle of the garden. She had her sexual intercourse with Satan and came back and taught Adam about it, and pretty soon the Holy Father comes in. Adam knows he's done something wrong. They've covered themselves up with leaves and stuff. Eve's not that bad about it. You know, she don't think there's anything goddamn wrong about it because she's already been with her husband, which would be Satan at that point. So at that point, you know, the Holy Father comes in and he done knows what's goddamn happened. You know, I mean, this is my feelings from everything. So, you know, it comes down to, what have you done? You know, and they admit everything, and he says, but you gave her to me. You know, so Adam ends up takes the first 2,000 years for the pain of his wife. Or for Eve, because he loved her so much, he burnt for her. Well, shit, she doesn't even burn in hell. She loves Adam for everything that he's done for her. And matter of fact, Satan don't have a problem with me too, because I goddamn kept him amused over the years. And matter of fact, I've kept everybody amused over the years. So I'm really an amusing person to the holies and the Holy Father, and that's my position. You know, I'm the rock. You know, and if I come into something, I could smash the situation for the good or for the bad. It really depends on my attitude in it. But knowing what I'm dealing with, you know, my wife is the superstar. She's the original Madonna, you know, and, you know, these people like Madonna and stuff, she loves. It's like Taylor Swift. It's like, this is why, you know, this is the love of what I'm getting from God, and this is a makeup of many, you know, but there is the Holy Father that stands over everyone, and I have to appease the Holy Father. Now I've found out my wife's the drama queen, and she comes in the middle of the night and she wants to do high karate with me, like Lucille Ball and Ricky, Desi. You know, I mean, really, it's a comedy routine. Are you happy? Are you happy now? What have you done? You must be kidding. You mean you would do such that? You mean what? You know, and I mean everything from a 3-ring circus. Well, anyway, I'm starting to understand my little Madonna Eve. Hey, you know what? I can smooth things over pretty good because I'm like a counselor and I'm a natural counselor. I mean, I get this here, you know, I see people troubled and I could read them so well, just like George could, and George could because George was Satan in the flesh, you know. So now I've got Eve, Satan, and George, and no wonder that woman ended up outside of Morton with her hands and feet cut off. Well, just think, Eve's a little jealous over this. Sometimes I do things that she just don't like. I got a little dark meat, and maybe she was a little jealous. I don't know. But I do know that the Morton Jane Doe's body was placed outside of Morton near Bob and Carol Whitlow's house. And that was the original house. And it was the original neighbors when Terry Shortridge got murdered. Somebody was absolutely telling me a story, a part of a story, a piece of the puzzle to catch my attention and bring all this together. Satan and Eve and the whole law enforcement community could have been working together. Why? Because Eve and Satan can enter anybody they want and do what they want, anytime, anywhere, any place they want. So, you know, you got this Zodiac killer effect where all of a sudden there's heinous crimes that's done all over the place. They can't catch this Jack the Ripper, this Zodiac, this. Well, apparently they come in and they possess people and they fucking terrorize people. Don't cross the boss, don't cross his friends. If you cross my friends, you never know what may happen, is what I'm getting out of this. You know, so yesterday I have two law enforcement officers out here dealing with somebody. You know, that same guy is the same guy that was actually down at that park, and he had a busted window out of his vehicle one day. I mean, and he had words with me, and somebody called the law enforcement officers. And, you know, law enforcement officers come down to the park and stuff after I was coming back from the thing, and the cops were there and everything, and, you know, somebody said something like he'd said something to me, and I walked up to the officers and I just told them, I said, this guy's just no more than had a bad day. And that's exactly what he was having, was a bad day. And this guy, he was the same exact guy, and he was having a bad day here. I realized it after the fact, that that's the truth. So, anyway, I'm just telling you what's going on, and it's nice to talk while I actually hear music, because, you know what, Eve has more of a connection to me than a lot of people. Even Satan knows that, you know, Eve's my friend, or Eve wants to be my friend, and he won't stop a relationship between the three of us. And also, I know George L. Wright, and, you know, it's hard for me not to have love for him, even though there's things that Mr. Wright has done to me, like broke my hand with a broomstick. Matter of fact, I have a broom here in my possession that's in my motorhome. If anybody ever touches my motorhome, the Holy Father, the Holy Son, the Holy Spirit, Adam, Eve, Satan, everyone connected to me, connected to John Wright, will fucking attack you and kill you. Your family's children's children will fucking suffer. My wife will go, Carrie, in the fucking room, and it'll be like the fucking high karate that I do the high karate scene in my mind all the time. You know, if you ever seen the high karate commercial from 1977, 78, I was born on high karate, baby. And you know what? Don't fuck with it, anybody, because it'll fucking crush you. Just like the rock from space will fucking crush you. You know, if you want a fucking asteroid to hit the fucking Earth and put you out like the dinosaurs on most of the Earth, I don't think God will affect me or kill me. And even if it does, this is a love passion between Eve and Satan and I didn't even know I was involved. I'm the only one that deals with sanity on this one. Because I'll tell you what, Eve goes fucking nuts. And now I can identify who I'm dealing with, so I do know who my patient is. And Madonna, Eve, every woman out there that has an emotional drama from past effect and current effects, you know, Eve would like me to just sit down and have a conversation with you and set it straight. You don't have to act like that anymore. Eve does not want to be like that anymore. Eve wants to comply. Eve wants to come out clean in the future. So does Satan and everybody else that's in hell. You know what? They'll pay their dues and they'll come out when their time comes around too. You know, you get out of prison in this one, you do get to go, and you will collect $200 at the end of the game, is what the Holy Father, the Holy Spirits, and everybody's telling me. You know, I'm like the Pope. I'm the wildest and craziest fucking Pope you ever fucking seen in your life. And when I have a fucking sermon between the Holy Father and even Satan, these people are listening down here because what I'm saying is coming from the heart, and the Holy Father is listening to what I'm having to say. And like I'm saying, I'm listening to this music. I have to keep my attitude very good, or you're gonna fucking pay and you're gonna suffer. And ladies, just because I talk to you don't mean I need to be in your panties. If I screwed every fucking woman that I came in contact with, ladies, I would still be in bed fucking them. The light, that's right. And here's little Madonna, because Eve would like it that way. Living in a material world, and these kind of girls are material girls. Living in a material world, and we know material girls. Hey, every girl wants to be loved. Every girl wants to be treated right. Every woman wants their knight in shining armor. Am I wrong, girls? Makes her rainy day. So do what's right, man. In a material world, and these girls need more than, hey, I'm your girl. Living in a material world, and these girls need a man instead of a fool. Did I say that? Cut, print, wrap. We'll put that up for Eve and Satan. But the Holy Father especially first and foremost.